In Netflix's The Closer, he returns to views about transgender people that drew anger in his last special. With his popularity partly built on courting outrage, it's no surprise he's doubling down. Let's take a look at it. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. For this video we will know, did Dave Chappelle just get cancelled? But before anything else, please leave a like on the video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell down below so you won't miss our videos. Without any further ado, let's hop on right to the video. The enormous streaming company bore the brunt of the storm of controversy that followed the release of comedian Dave Chappelle's tone-deaf Netflix stand-up special, The Closer. Employees who were fired or suspended during the Chappelle scandal have now filed complaints with the National Labour Relations Board. They claim the corporation fired them in retaliation for their public criticism of the special, and the allegations have been refuted by Netflix. In addition to receiving plenty of negative reviews and complaints from organisations like GLAAD and the National Black Justice Coalition, Chappelle's special sparked a walkout organised by Netflix's own transgender employees and allies, which drew several hundred people to the company's Los Angeles headquarters. During the walkout, organised by Ashley Marie Preston, a list of firm asks were presented to Sarandos, and Preston told Variety that Chappelle was invited to speak to the organisers, but refused the opportunity. Preston further clarified her stance on Chappelle in an Instagram post, writing, "Dave hasn't shown an honest desire to repair harm. In fact, his list of demands and conditions felt more like a jab at the exchange between the @Netflix trans ERG and Ted Sarandos than an actual invitation to have a meaningful conversation." Ted Sarandos, co-CEO of Netflix, has spoken out in response to the ongoing criticism of Dave Chappelle's comedy special, The Closer. Sarandos addressed a number of concerns connected to recent jokes from Chappelle that have enraged the trans community and been described as damaging on the day of a planned employee strike at the streaming giant. Coordinated by trans and LGBTQ+ personnel, content producers, and supporters. The events surrounding The Closer have been a rare misstep for Sarandos and Netflix, whose enormous riches and good connections with artists have shaped the global entertainment industry for almost a decade. In the interview, he confesses right away that he messed up when it came to managing employee complaints, and he goes into further detail about what the organisation considers hate speech and what it does not. He said, "Obviously I screwed up that internal communication. I did that, and I screwed it up in two ways. First and foremost, I should have led with a lot more humanity, meaning I had a group of employees who were definitely feeling pain and hurt from a decision we made." On making amends on the damages, he said, "We have a creative equity fund that we've heavily invested in exactly the things I believe they are asking about. We have and continue to invest enormous amounts of content dollars in LGBTQ+ stories for the world and giving them a global platform. Specifically, trans and non-binary content as well. That's obviously continued strong, and I think we'll continue on that path. What's important to remember is that we've got incredible growth in our employee base, and a lot of people have joined during COVID and have never met anyone from Netflix. Even as Netflix co-CEO, Ted Sarandos has admitted in interviews that he screwed up, addressing his staff's concerns amid the backlash. He and fellow co-CEO, Reed Hastings, have stood by the decision to release Chappelle's special. Most recently, Sarandos was photographed with a smiling Chappelle at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremonies. Talking about being cancelled, comedian Dave Chappelle has doubled down on his remarks and hit out at cancel culture. In his first public remarks since the controversy, he posted on Instagram that he was willing to discuss his show with members of the transgender community, but added that he is not bending to anybody's demands. He said, "If they had invited me, I would have accepted it, although I am confused about what we are speaking about." He continued by saying, "I said what I said, and boy, I heard what you said. My God, how could I not?" He ended by saying, "You said you want a safe working environment at Netflix. Well, it seems like I'm the only one that can't go to the office anymore." Chappelle added, "To the transgender community, I am more than willing to give you an audience, but you will not summon me. I am not bending to anyone's demands." He also said, "Even though the media frames it that it's me versus that community, that's not what it is." Chappelle said, "Do not blame the LGBTQ community for any of this. It's about corporate interests, and what I can say and what I cannot say." Chappelle also claimed the situation has affected his upcoming documentary, saying, "They began disinviting me from these film festivals. And now, today, not a film company, not a movie studio, not a film festival, nobody will touch this film." Thank God for Ted Sarandos and Netflix. He's the only one that didn't cancel me yet. Chappelle closed out the video by saying he plans to make his movie available in 10 cities, and then asked the audience, "Am I cancelled or not?" That's it for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss out on any future content we'll produce for you guys. We're signing off now, but we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.